All right. Sorry about that. Yesterday we didn't have a show, so we're back. I had to get a haircut, and like I said on the mines, I had to go see if a friend. Uh, I had to go see if I was even still eligible to. And I had to set up that with my stuff to see if I was eligible for kidney. I don't even know if I am. The VA is a big mess. But we'll get there. So if you can, there's a number right here. Ba boom. Go help the great Brandino. This dude's an awesome dude. He's immunocompromised. He can't get the anything about it. So this whole situation, he's a kidney failure and he might not make it. And this dude's awesome. All he wants to do is wrestle and put smiles on people's faces, and mostly kids, because mostly kids watch wrestling entertainment. This dude is just a big awesome. He's just a dude out there trying to make people happy, and it's awesome. Anyways, we got the shirt of the month, which we should have. We got the back of the shirt of the month. Boom! It is the don't sip the drip. Well, the back says if you can't handle the trip, but you don't sip the drip, because if you're not willing to put the effort in to whatever you want. Like this, for instance, I put a lot of time, energy, and money into this, and I'm constantly trying to make the website better for you guys. We're constantly updating the studio to make it more visually appealing. Like
That's how winning is done.
whatever you do in life, no matter how big or no matter how small, it's not worth it unless you give it you do the best you do it the best you that you can do it, because that's just how winning is done. Like that's how you respect yourself. That's how you build accomplishments.
Winning.
If you fail, you get up and you fail harder. You fail further. You just they just keep on going until you don't feel that it life has become too easy. People have been afraid of failing because they've gotten too comfortable. Failure's not going to kill you. Don't be afraid to do something because you're afraid you might not succeed, because you'll in the end that's what you're going to regret not doing. You're not going to regret it doing any of the stuff that you did. You're going to regret doing the stuff that you didn't do.
Winning. No.
Like, I almost died. I know what it is. I know what it is. I know how it is. Ah. I I hit rock bottom and I'm rebuilding myself. I end up like Clark Kent talking about the damn news because of this crazy globalist fascist mess that we find ourselves in, and it's ridiculous.
Winning. No.
We're falling apart. We're divided. The nation's probably going to collapse. I at least we got people speaking truth. So we got DeSantis. He's roasting the president over the open border during the pandemic, and he's right. We have open borders during a alleged or supposed pandemic.
Winning. No. You're fired.
And you're just gonna let them in, aren't they? Spreading the disease just like everybody else. Like it's not. They've been now that we've been vaccinating people, but it's just like I don't understand the fucking idiocy. Do you want everything to fucking collapse and break down? We're gonna get into other things like later on that people are doing that's insane to me. But let's get into this. So here's Tim Cast, news, politics, culture. DeSantis tends Biden. I don't want to hear a blip about COVID from you until border is secure. And it's true. Like,
You suck.
don't talk to me about pandemic until you've isolated and locked down all the external measures. Florida governor from DeSantis blasted President Joe Biden on Wednesday, asserting that he doesn't want to hear about COVID-19 until the southern border is secure. DeSantis has also accused the White House of trying to implement a biomedical security state.
Winning. No.
Speaking at an event in Panama City, DeSantis ripped into Biden for nearly 5 minutes. This is a guy who ran for president saying he was going to shut down the virus. And what has he done? DeSantis asked. He's imported more virus from around the world by having a wide open southern border. I can tell you, whatever variants are around the world, you're coming across at the southern border, the governor added. And so he's not shutting down the virus. He's helping to facilitate it in our country. I mean, it's true. Like, nobody I don't want to be on either side of this camp, because what this that's the most significant problem. We all lose if we fight each other. We have to figure out how to talk to each other again. So I'm trying to calm down my rhetoric, because while I think war is going to be an inevitable, it's not something I ever wanted. I don't want to have to worry about if my friends or family is the enemy. Like, I don't want to have to keep looking over my back just thinking about it. Like, that's no way to live. So
Winning? No.
if or we are in a pandemic and it is as bad as you say it is, people everywhere around the world shouldn't be spreading it. You tell the Cubans one thing, don't come.
You suck!
It just doesn't, it's not consistent. It's just not. Addressing the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention's recommendation that all K-12 students and faculty wear masks, DeSantis once again said that the decision about masking will be left to parents.
Winning?
I can tell you in Florida, the parents are going to be the ones in charge of that decision, he said. DeSantis went on to accuse Biden of wanting to mimic the controversial new citywide vaccine passports that are being implemented in New York City by Mayor Bill de Blasio. It took a dig at them for believing people should have to show paperwork and identification to eat at a restaurant, but not to vote. I mean, that's true. He wants that, but yet, if you want to vote, he thinks it's too much of a burden to show a picture ID when you're voting, DeSantis said. So, no voter ID, but you have to show your medical papers just to be able to live an everyday life. Give me a break. That's Governor DeSantis there. The governor said that Americans have to decide between living in a free society or we can have a biomedical security state, and I can tell you, Florida, we're a free state. If you're coming after the rights of parents in Florida, I'm standing in your way. I'm not going to let you get away with it. If you're not trying to deny kids a proper in-person education, I'm going to stand in your way, and I'm going to stand up for the kids in Florida. You're trying to restrict people, impose mandates. If you're trying to ruin their jobs and their livelihoods and their small businesses, if you're trying to lock people down, I am standing in your way, and I'm standing for the people of Florida, DeSantis concluded. So why don't you do your job? Why don't you get this border secure? And until you do that, I don't want to hear a blip about COVID from you. So that's if there's any corrections, please email Timcast. But that's completely different. I agree. Like I'm with the people at Timcast there. The I didn't see who was writing that, but it was probably Cassandra Fairbanks. She does quite a fair bit of writing for Tim. I agree. I agree 100%. I agree with DeSantis. If you're not like, I'm in charge of this. This is me. They elected me to take care of this. So if you can't take care of this,
Winning? No.
don't tell me how to take care of this.
That's how winning is done!
Take care of your piece. I got my piece. You got your piece. I got my piece. That's how winning is done. I'm just saying.